Hello, everyone. Welcome to Cryptonized. Joining us, that's Amanda and I, today from Istanbul, Turkey, is JD Salbego. And we're going to talk about NFTs and some of the new things that he's doing with the token that they have and several other things that he's not even aware of. So with that, JD, I would love to get a little background on your illustrious career, if you don't mind.
Sure. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to hear what those little surprises are. A good thing I'm quick on my feet. I was born and raised in LA. I started my career at 17 in the music entertainment business. Wore every hat there, from a recording engineer all the way through owning a record label with Warner Music Group, and moved into, as I had a tech background, more entertainment tech and content, and moved then more into startups and technology. During 2012, started getting interested in Bitcoin, but my career was busy and I was quite happy doing it. And then finally made the jump in around 2016 and never looked back. And had a gratefully an overnight success, and also landed somehow in Asia as like the token U.S. Asia expert kinda, and I never looked back there either. And I still do currently live in Asia now. And though I had a big, startup founder, a creative side, tech, and also on, marketing and everything, I dove and landed headfirst into digital asset investment banking right away into crypto during the ICO boom and before. And that was kind of like my specialty, and worked with a lot of different companies, advising ICOs, fundraising, going to market, launching, in global expansion. And that just continued on till, and I was currently running an exchange out of Singapore, a crypto exchange, before I launched this company. All right.
And your company is covering DeFi Gaming and NFTs. Is that correct?
Yeah, we want it all, man. So we might as well just throw in beauty products in there and fast food too.
So JD, let me ask you, because gaming is a fairly centralized activity and, doesn't produce money once logging off or completing the game. So do you think DeFi is going to change that?
I think it's blockchain technology as a whole, which allows the players to own the assets, the safe and transparent transfer of value, which is what blockchain does as a whole with all of its use case. For instance, with payment methods, for instance, with, as we call, digital gold, Bitcoin, right? So now utilizing those use cases of blockchain and, tokenizing lending products to decentralized finance, and trading activities of the assets. Yeah, if you organize that into a business model, then you could help disrupt gaming and provide value there, which is, we do that from a traditional blockchain sense, and as well as a gamified use case of liquidity mining and decentralized finance.
Right. And you had an incredibly successful launch for Battle Wave 2323. So did you expect decentralized gaming to take off like it did, or did you feel that it was just inevitable?
Yeah, I mean, we were literally like the first company doing DeFi gaming last year. We just spent a long time developing our technology, because we're more than just a game or games. We are a platform protocol. We have something what we call a decentralized finance gaming platform exchange. It's a GDEX, and that hosts our Anarchy X produced and published games, and then it hosts a DeFi gaming DApp and gaming NFT developer and creator engine, as well as a community marketplace like Steam for blockchain, for those, the creator economy to sell their gaming dApps and gaming NFTs. But, since mid last year and fourth quarter last year, we've seen a huge rise. So I don't want to sound like this is cocky. Yeah, of course, I expected it to be successful, but I expected it to go pretty good, because all the other DeFi gaming companies are doing well now, and we were launching ours, and we had been developing this for a long time and already had a lot of traction, community growth, and success. So, that's what was expected, kind of.
And with regard to the NFTs, could you explain to us the different types of NFTs utilized on the platform, especially the NFT utility tokens?
Yeah, so NFTs as of right now, they kind of hit this whole trend with art, right? It was the kind of easiest way for people to grasp it on sort of almost like a mass adoption level, but really NFTs as a whole, which stands for a non-fungible token, is just like a Bitcoin. It's just like Ripple, except it has a unique ID. So they can be used, like if you think of what a law firm would be in 10 years from now, if everything's Web3 by that point, you can utilize a non-fungible token to create a unique copy of, let's say, the first draft of a legal agreement, and then all the different drafts after that could be utilized with the 1151. Or which one was it? Let me have to make sure. It's 1155. Sorry.
1155.
Yeah, it's super late. Sorry. You guys don't have to edit that out. You can keep that in. That I accidentally messed that one up, but it's late. But you can use those, right? Which is like a child-parent relationship between non-fungible tokens, which is really genius when you look at what Engine created. It has nothing to do with art, gaming, or anything. It's a use case. So as it pertains to with gaming, right, all we're doing is creating a unique copy of a digital asset. And what this technology solves is the transfer of value, plain and simple, which Web 2 doesn't do right now.
So, okay, when you talk about DeFi gaming, what does that mean exactly? Are you rewarding people for things they're doing? What is DeFi? How do you define DeFi gaming?
Well, the DeFi gaming, you define that by gamifying decentralized products in the action, in the process of staking your assets, earning your assets. So what we've done is gamified the system, like these companies like us. We take it to a whole nother level. Most DeFi games are pretty simple as it comes down to the way, their DeFi gaming is. It's kind of just like you stake a thing and you get a reward. We actually have a very extensive game stats, game economics that have utilized DeFi financial, numbers, right, and metrics, and have actually gamified them into dashboards of your users, of your teams, and everything. But really, in essence, all it is we've gamified the system of earning rewards through decentralized finance. So instead of saying, hey, I'm going to go stake this token into Uniswap, right, and earn an interest from providing liquidity, or I'm going to go stake this token into this staking platform and earn, I'm going to earn some APY for leaving it sit there. This is, through the gamification, you have more extensive actions, competitiveness, incentivizing, actions and things like a game, right? Except you're using decentralized finance.
Got it. Okay. And then explain to me what the liquid NFTs are, or just NFTs that you're using. How does that play a role in what you're providing to all these, anyone that wants to build a game on the platform?
Yeah, so I've loved NFT, or the tokenization of gaming, blockchain, at least cryptography before actually like the real blockchain. Gaming was like pretty much the first real use case being used for cryptography for the most part as well, other than some some banking stuff and whatever research. But I've always loved the use of it of a non-fungible token within gaming. But what I've seen in the market, and why it took me a while to actually get into it, was there's no accurate price formation within how you price these NFTs, right? So that's why you have these big peaks, booms, and trends, right? There's no stability in the market. There's no true economic supply and demand because everyone's pricing them at whatever. We got people selling something for 86 million. We got these dog NFTs now that are selling for hundreds of thousands. You got every random person using these little toy apps you get for free, or websites that make pixelated, just messes something up and selling them. It's all over the place, right? Really, there's no accurate price formations. What that does is cause friction in the secondary marketplace. So like when you trade on a secondary marketplace like a stock exchange, there's instilled value within that stock. When Nike produces a shoe and sells it, there's instilled value that's based on the rubber, the material that they use, the employees, the distribution. Those are all the layers of the instilled value. Then they put their value add of what they believe it's worth for the value they provide by designing it, the margin in the store. You create a base value, people believe it, right? The speculation on it is quite easy to understand it. So when those hit eBay, right, guess what happens? They're easily sold. When we have these things that are worth, who effing knows what these things are worth, it creates friction. So in my long story, I set out, while I was setting out to give liquidity mining a use case, which I found through gamification, I set out to solve that accurate price formation within gaming NFTs. Granted, when Nike, we see right now, is selling some NFTs, well, it's going to be interesting how they price that, right? But for us, with gaming, I wanted to provide an accurate value that was based on something. So I figured out a way to basically tokenize a fiat model, a nation-level fiat model, just how the USD is factored in the United States. So the user input value, the time spent, the activities of the users in the digital gaming economy is calculated utilizing our token as a proxy, is calculated by that user input value. That's how we generate an accurate price. It's far out there, man, but it works. And we spent months designing it, coding it, building it into smart contracts, and our whole game system. It's called our derived base value engine. It's proprietary technology.
So, speaking of design, JD, not only are you the founder, CEO, but you're also the art director, correct?
Yeah, I've strayed a lot away from that as the company's grown and scaled. So yes, I originally was, and now I'm just the janitor and chief complainer as of lately, and yes, chief rallier. That's what I am now. Yeah, but yeah, no, I pretty much everything you see our first game. Yeah, I either designed personally or did all the creative direction on that, and then and hired all our internal designers and developers and stuff, including our first all of our NFT sets as well that you guys have seen. I personally either designed or led the whole art direction on. I used to be an artist.
Yeah, I knew that, and I'm just so curious. Did you draw inspiration from the vintage games, arcade games, for the art in Battle Wave?
I don't know. Really, I think you and me might be in your. Well, no, I'm sorry. That's gonna sound like a not a nice thing to say. You're younger than me, definitely. But I feel like we might come from kind of, Anyway, so when this whole nostalgia trend hit, what, about 7 years ago, 5, when we would really start hitting the retro shit. Excuse my French, and it's really blown. I mean, every major brand, retro is everything. Look at Karate Kid, right? #1 in the U.S.
Yeah.
Like we're in a nostalgic, reminiscent time period. I really liked it. Bottom line, and I used to be an artist and an urban graffiti artist through my teen. I still have a mural up in LA. So it just
Where
felt
in LA
natural.
can you find that? Where is that?
You can find that in Los Angeles. Yeah.
Where in LA?
At my old high school. Man, you're gonna really make me say this shit
Awesome.
online. People are gonna start. I already get enough creepy people in crypto literally hit me up all day. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. In Los Angeles at my high school. If anyone wants to go creep around, you can go do that.
There we go. So, where do you have like a prized game or something that's on your platform now that you like to point to and showcase as something that anyone that's interested in using your platform can use?
Yeah, I mean, I would just go check out battlewave2323.com and play the game. It's quite exciting. It's revolutionary. We had in our first week, we did 600,000 staked in TVL by the users. We $32,500 was earned by the users on the winning team in that first week, which was really wonderful. We have within the first couple of days of launch, just a huge Vietnamese community started up on their own, and some of the users, parents, right, older people, were teaching their kids to play our game. So you can literally go on our Twitter right now, and you can go, and where else you've seen it, we obviously blasted it around because it was just like, gave me goosebumps to see a 5-year-old kid playing a decentralized finance NFT game, earning money for his family. Like, what the F, dude?
Yeah.
Like,
On that note, what countries, in your opinion, are really embracing this DeFi gaming?
Oh, obviously, within the hype and all the success of Axie, it's the Asia are huge gamers, just like the US, but they're more so gamers, I think, than South America, where you have a lot of developing countries or third world countries. So Philippines, Vietnam, Indonesia, huge, on those gamings. Obviously, China and Japan are going in there, but the other ones, they're more incentivized because they can earn money, right? That's the thing. They can earn money from playing games. And for them in the Philippines, it's $125 or $150 US a month is the average salary.
Where does the money come from on your platform? How is it being funded? Do people put in entry fees? How does that work?
Well, our token ANRX is our native governance reward token payment method within all our GDEX platforms, so all our games and the dev engine, and that value is established because it's traded on exchanges right now, right? So that value is established there. And then within the game, you use it as a payment method. It's used as a reward method, and then it's rewarded based upon user participation, winning in normal games, right? Instead of winning your little points in the game, right? You're winning actual real money.
So this is coming from your reserves, then?
Correct. Sorry, you want more of a tokenomics question? Yes, we have a reserve for our game rewards. Correct. It's not coming from the exchange, but it's coming from our reserves. Correct.
And of course, in game, if they're using your currency, you get some of that reserve back. And I suspect you have some formula that when the reserves are gone, or maybe they never are gone based on your formula,
they're not really
something
gone.
else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
Got it.
Very
Cool.
smart question. That was good that you actually went into that whole. So you've been studying your DeFi. A lot of projects.
I know a few things about it.
Well, if you notice, that's why every small farm and pool dies out after 3 months. Why? Because they run out of rewards, right? So the pools come out as soon as there's a few people joining. Everyone's getting a ton of APY. Everyone starts joining. The pot goes down. Then everyone's earning 3%, 2%, 0%, right? And then within 3 months, they're gone. So we spend a lot of time gamifying the economics behind our rewards, so we can last. This one game can last pretty much forever. If the price stabilizes and grows, it can make the game literally last forever, which is pretty unheard of using one token. Like even Axie has 2 tokens. Engine, the ones who developed the NFT protocol on Ethereum, they just launched a second token. It's a common thing now in DeFi. We're actually launching a second token that's going to be used for rewards as well for our developer engine, right? That's launching at the end of the year.
Yeah, I'm always curious as to how the tokenomics work for each of these coins that are out there. And do NFTs, how do NFTs work on your platform? I know you could take them outside the platform, sell them on eBay, but is there a cost to buying an NFT? How does the whole NFT ecosystem work?
Yeah, you could purchase them and trade them on our platform, or you could sell them on right now, we're selling on OpenSea. Well, OpenSea extracts them from the ETH network. So anyone who launches on any platform, marketplaces on the ETH network, OpenSea will extract them there.
Yeah.
But so we're currently sold on OpenSea and on Rarible. We started with Rarible earlier this year. We just felt it had some better UX than OpenSea did, and OpenSea has done a lot of work and it's phenomenal now. But we hit number 1 on the charts on Rarible 5 times since we launched, and we've done like 850K in NFT sales, and that's just with our NFT game card collectibles, not even the game that we just launched.
Do these NFTs come with special powers, like you get a stronger?
Yeah, you can see through people's clothes, through walls. It's kind of bizarre, man. I know, bad joke. They all have utilities. So we're really big on. We have a stack within our engine, right, of our whole architecture of the game. So we have a NFT supply regulator. So the more rare an NFT is, the less amount that is minted. Has more power and more utilities. The more it's minted, the less rare it has less utilities. So some of our NFTs will just give you a small amount of a yield boost. Some NFTs will provide access to special groups. Some NFTs will provide, all of those yield, this, and that, all sorts of things, different levels.
Got it. All right. So, Amanda, anything else to ask our distinguished guest here?
I guess my last question to you is if you can elaborate on the Anarchy and NFT Celebrity Division. Who can we look forward to seeing?
That's a secret once they come out. Yeah, we have some stuff in the works. That'll be coming out soon and later this year. Yeah, we have a bunch. We actually have a bunch done right now. We're just figuring out the timing of them and stuff. We want to put all the focus into the game and not distract. But yeah, we have more in the works.
Very good. I'd like to see an Elon Musk NFT, by the way, if you can get him.
No, totally.
He's probably
that's my homie, man. We were just, hanging out the other day at the cafe in Istanbul, smoking shisha.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, the rocket launch, I think.
Yeah, no, that would be cool. He's definitely, he's definitely not my favorite person right now for what he's done in the crypto market, but he is a genius, that guy. So I can't knock him for that.
So, last question that we ask everybody is, what will the price of Bitcoin be on December 31st, 2021?
Oh, I don't know. Let's say 75,000.
75,000. Okay, very good.
Yeah,
so,
I would love to
JD,
see
where do people?
Everyone, I definitely want to see where everyone ended up who's been on your show. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Well, you got to watch the last couple of episodes. We just started with that question. So, where do people find you if they want to reach out, have some questions answered? How do they reach you?
Well, first you can reach our company, anarchyx.io. That's ANRKEYX.io. That's the same thing on Twitter, Twitter/AnarchyX. You can find me, Twitter, /JD Salbego, or you can my website, jdsalbego.com, and those all have all my regular links to LinkedIn and everything else like that.
All right. Thank you so much for being on the show, JD, and look forward to seeing where you guys end up in the next few years. I mean, it's exciting what you're doing. I've always thought somebody would come out with something like this, but now that Amanda found you, I'm glad we were able to connect and kind of review it.